Hello, dear students. Today we are going to start the next portion of how do organisms reproduce. In the last session, we have studied about the sexual cycle in female, that is also called as menstruation cycle, and the menopause. At the age of 45 to 55, the menstruation cycle gets stopped, that is known as menopause. Along with that, we have studied how the fetus get nutrition from the mother with the help of placenta and umbilical cord. Next, one more question we have studied, that what happens if egg will not fertilize? What will happen of its? So these things we have learned. So today's session is on the reproductive health. Means not only health is means we are fit from physically, okay, it should be internally with different organs or organelles which are present in our body, that should support us, that should be in processing as we are living a life. Okay, so that's why we should know the health is also related to the reproductive system also. So what is its health issues related to the reproductive processes? What are the problems we can face? Which are the knowledges we should know related to the reproductive processes? So again, one more question will be the how should we plan for the future, means for the family planning. Okay, and later the last portion will be the some diseases which related to the reproduction, and some contraceptive methods, means how to avoid the pregnancy in the different ways. Those things we will study. So we will move towards our topic, that is the reproductive health. What is mean by the health? The health is an state of being well enough in the form of physical, mental and social. Means health is always not only related to the physical appearance or being a stronger from inside and outside. Okay, it should be a stronger from mentally and socially also. How from mentally and socially? Now we know that physically means it should be stronger in appearance. Along with that, internally the all body organs should be working properly without any suffering from any diseases, is it? Next, mental means there should not be any tensions, no any mentally torture, no any depressions. Okay, if such a problems will not be there, then also such a person can call as a healthy person. Third one is the main, that is the socially, how the person is related to the socially. See, the socially well-being means the person should not having any troubles or any problems from the social or the society where he or she is living. There should not be any harassment, there should not be any comparisons, no any differentiation, no any depression or no any tension from the society peoples where we used to live. At that time, if such a problems will not be with us by these three forms, by the physically, mentally and socially, at that time we can say that that person is very healthy. That's why the reproductive health means the state of complete physical, mental, social well-being in all aspects of reproduction. So this not only for the health, this is along with that the reproduction process is also related or comes under these things. If any problems will be there, then that person cannot able to go through these processes. So that's why that person should be disease free, that should be mentally torture free and well being with us socially. Then only that person can be called as a healthy and reproductive healthy person. So next, what are the knowledges of reproductive processes and organs? See, the knowledge, why it is necessary to get a knowledge related to the reproductive process. See guys, each and every person is not well understood or having a well knowledge about the reproductive systems and the processes. There should be a well knowledge about the reproductive system, then only they can be take care of the different parts of the reproductive system. Is it, if they don't know any functions, if they don't know any the portion part which is very necessary to take care, if how they will survive, then how they will give a birth to a child. That's why it's a very essential to study about the reproduction processes and to know the different organs or the portions which are present in the reproductive system. That's why there should be some knowledges to gain related to the reproductive processes and reproductive organs. So what they are? Those are like a care of mother and the child, family planning, knowledge on STD. STD, it stands for sexual transmitted diseases. So those we will see at the last. So first one, that is care of a mother and the child. What is the meaning of care of a mother and the child? See guys, if a lady is going to be carry a baby, okay, she is going to be give a birth or she is maybe pregnant, at that time the lady should get lots of care from their family members. Okay, so what happens in this case, if why it's necessary to know the knowledges to take care of that mother and the baby? Because there are the so many peoples which live or which live in the villages, and they are very apart from these things. They don't have any knowledges about the reproductive system and the processes, is it? So they used to be do the marriages in the lower ages of the girl, is it? So at the time she might be well developed with that organ or may not be. So these things of lackness that leads to a lots of a problem or trouble to that baby and the mother she is going to be carried, is it? Along with that, the proper nutrition diet is very important for the pregnant woman, is it? And for the lactating mothers also, she is going to be feed the baby as a milk. Okay, such a lady should having a proper nutrition and diet from the beginning of the first month or week to the end of that 9 month. So there should not be a proper age differentiation between the children and the mother also. Okay, so those we will see, but care of a mother is very necessary. Then next is the points which come under the care of mother and the child. See, the proper nutrition diet to a pregnant woman as well as the lactating mother, proper age difference between the children. So what is mean by the proper age difference between the children? If that lady has given birth to a child in the first or second year, okay, there should be a gap. That gap should be in near about 3-4 years. Okay, then only she should plan for the next baby. If she is not planning or she is not keeping any difference in between a child, then what happens? She should not able to take care of herself also and the newborn baby also, and she is going to be give a birth for that baby also. She will not take care of those things. So that's why instead of facing such a problems, there should keep a difference in between the children. This is not a responsibility of her only. There should be a family planning should be there. We will see those things also. Planning a baby at the right age of a mother. There should be a proper age of a mother. She should not be a lower. We know that when she will be reaches at the puberty at the age of 11 to 13 or 14 to 15, is it? So after that only she should be prepared for it. Next, restrict the number of children, not to add to a overpopulation. See guys, nobody thinks about the overpopulation. They will think about themselves only and their family increment. These things should be necessary. Means as per the government rule, they used to say that there should be only one or two child in a single family, not more than that. Otherwise it will lead to lots of problems to themselves also, and to the and to the overpopulation. We know that what are the troubles we will face if the overpopulation. There will be the lackness of education, money, residential problems, and what can we say, that lack of job. Is it such a problems we will face, and lots of a competition will be there to gaining a good opportunities. So what will be the problems they face themselves if the number of childs will be there in at your home, their home? There will be a lots of a quality appearance will be less. Means they cannot able to provide that much of required things to that childs as much they require, is it? For example, a single family is there, they having only one child, and another family is having a 10 childs. In this family, in the one baby those having, they can provide all required things to that baby, is it? But what about the 10 members having the single family? They cannot able to provide that much of proper things which are required for that those 10 members, is it? So that will be some problems they will face. That's why there should be restriction in number of children. Avoid unwanted pregnancy. So see, there should be unnecessary, they should not be able to give a birth for the more childs. Means if people have a proper knowledge about the sex and the reproductive organ and the processes also, so they should follow its rule. At that time they will understand what are the problems they will faces. But nowadays there are the lots of literate persons, so they knows very well. So though they used to go through these things. Next, family planning means what? Why it is necessary? See, family planning is necessary to limit this huge increase in the population. Just we have a talk that in the care of mother, the planning is necessary to limit the huge increase in the overpopulation. Overpopulation, how it creates? See, unemployment, food scarcity, less residential or the houses, no clothes, less source for the living life, food scarcity. Such a problems we will face. As I have told you, there will be the lots of a struggle and a competition to get a good things, to get a good job, to live a good and happy life, is it? So that's why there should be planned at least 1 to 2 child in a single family. So see, just as I told you, if the quantity will be increased, the quality will be decreased. As I just said that a single family having a one baby and another one having a 10, then there will be the providers of a requirement things will be a reduce, is it? So the quality will be less, quantity will be more. Such a problems they will create themselves only. Next, how can family planning be done? See, how can we should the planning for the family should be there. So it should be at the proper age gap between the children, just we have talked. Control the number of children in the family to 1 to 2 depending upon the family's income. See, it also depends on the family income. If in the family, if a one child is there, if and two persons are earning, so it will be sufficient for them. If the 10 members are there and in that family only one person is earning, then there will be again quality will be decreased, quantity will be increased. Even if in that single baby having child, if a single person is earning, then also it will be sufficient for them. Next, no differentiation between male and female child. Nowadays these problems are not existed, but in the some villages regions there should be some differentiation happens in between male and female. They used to be think that the male person should be there to increase the family as compared to giving a birth to the female child. Next, parents should plan a baby at their right age. Just we have talked, if such a not happens, then the problems will be faced by that mother only. Next, how to avoid a pregnancy. See guys, just we have to understand these things very carefully, because those who peoples know well about the reproductive health, at that time that person also should know to avoid a pregnancy unnecessarily. Is it necessary? Then should not. If unnecessary is there, then it should be avoided. Next, so what are the different methods of avoiding the pregnancy? Those things we are going to see in this session. So avoiding a pregnancy is also called as a contraceptions. So see, contraceptions are nothing but some methods guys. Those are done by the contraceptive methods called as, that may be mechanical method, that may be a chemical hormone methods, that may be surgical methods also. So contraceptives can be done, or the contraceptions can be done through the different ways. So for that purpose you must know what is mean by the contraceptive. These are the devices that prevents unwanted pregnancy and help avoiding sexual transmitting diseases. So this can, along with that avoiding pregnancy, it can also benefit for the transmitting the sexual diseases. Next, contraceptive can be various types such as chemical method, hormone chemical methods, and surgical methods. So in this we are going to see. So see guys, there are some contraceptive pills. Pills means just medicines, tablets like things. Okay. So do not allow ovulation to occur. So what happens by taking the contraceptive pills, or it is also called as oral contraceptive pills, by taking by mouth. Okay. So these lead us to cut down the release of a ovum from the ovary. That process is called as a ovulation. So there will be the stoppage of a ovulation process. No egg and no any fertilization will be takes place. So to avoid the pregnancy before or after having the contact, at that time the such a persons can take up the contraceptive pills. So the contraceptive pills are, what they actually do, they used to be change the hormones secretion, means the change the level of hormones in the body, that prevents the release of ovum from the ovaries. So such a things happens, then the pregnancy can be avoided. Next is that emergency pills. So emergency pills, when can we people can take those pills which can be taken after a coitus to avoid a pregnancy, means after having a contact they can take these pills to avoid a pregnancy. They quickly change the level of hormones and in the body, that prevents the successful implantation. Implantation means, see guys, after fertilization, when the peoples got to know that they are pregnant, at that time to avoid that pregnancy they can take the emergency pills to implant when if the egg gets fertilized. Next, the surgical method is there. Surgical method means by using or doing the surgeries. So there are the two methods which done in the male and female respectively. In the female, the vasectomy surgical method done. In this method what happened actually, the removal of small portion of vas deferens takes place. So that's why it's a name as a vasectomy. Vas. Okay. So small portion of that vas deferens get cut down or the removed. Next, in case of a female, tubectomy, that method is called as a tubectomy. So in this method, what happens? Removal of small portion of fallopian tube takes place. See guys, through the vast difference only the released sperm can be discharged through the penis, is it? So what happens in the female? The main portion of the fertilization is the fallopian tube. That's why the fallopian tube get removed. That's why that process is called as a tubectomy, removal of small portion of fallopian tube. Next, so this much is about how to avoid the pregnancies. There are some things we can use for the avoiding pregnancy while having a contacts. Next, sexually transmitted diseases. So which are the sexually transmitted diseases, guys? So these things are, we should must know. Okay, and still now we have understood how to plan for a baby, is it? How to plan for the family, how to keep a distance in between a 2 or 3 childs for giving a birth, is it? And along with that we have just seen to avoid a pregnancy, what type of a medicines, what type of a surgeries we can do, is it? So now one more way of avoiding a pregnancy is that to be away from a sexually transmitting diseases. Okay, we know that it's a very dangerous ones if the person can be suffered from this. Some of the diseases are like that, they can be cured up by the time, but some of they cannot be, and they will be for a lifetime with them. That's why this is very essential to know. So first one, that is a gonorrhea. So what is this? It's a sexually transmitted bacterial infection. So what it happens, the it can be transmitted to the bacterial infection. You know that bacteria are the microorganisms, some of they are good, some of they are bad one. It will be reaches to the vagina of the female, it will be destroys the reproductive system of the female. Next is the syphilis. Syphilis is a bacterial infection usually spread by the sexual contact only. So it is actually initially painless, but it can be cured easily by taking the some what can we say, medicines. So by the treatment it can be cured. What about the HIV? HIV is stands for the human immunoviruses. Okay, so human immunoviruses means it's directly contact with the immune system of the body. So see, if it is passing through the reproductive system also, only, then also it can affect on the whole body system. So it's a major target is the immune system or the antibodies. Hope you know about the antibodies. You have learned these things in the 7th standard or the 8th standards. Next, now it's also called as a AIDS. AIDS, is it? It's a common word, everyone knows about it. So AIDS is a acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is a one syndrome. Okay, it can disturb the genetic materials inside our body. Okay, it can be used to kill the different protein molecules, and the RNA DNA which are present in our body can be slowly destroyed, and it can be transmitted through only the sexually only. So that's why it's a very dangerous one. It cannot get cured, it will be for a lifetime. Next, it's a genital and anal ward. Means what? It's a small bump on the genital caused by a common sexually transmitted infection. So guys, it can also be create a small uh, pimples or the boils like structure on the skin of a vagina of a female or the male also. So it will be very um, hard to avoid these things. Okay, so these things should be carefully go through this. Next, how to prevent the sexual transmitted diseases. So by using a condom, wash before and after intercourses. Means whenever having sex, uh, there should be wash through the any type of solutions or the water. Next, confirm that new parent is HIV tested or partner is HIV tested or not. So whenever having sex, there should be that person should be tested with HIV positive or negative, that should be no to another partner. So these are actually about the prevention of the sexual transmitted diseases. This much is about the last session of the sexual reproduction in human beings. Okay, hope you have understood about this chapter, and yeah, hope you have got a better knowledge, and this will be helpful for your higher classes also. This was actually the base, but in detail you will learn in the higher classes. This should be very necessary to know everyone. So hope this much will helpful for you for your exams and for your personal life also. So for any doubts and difficulties, you can ask me anytime. So in the next session, we will start along with the reproduction in the plants. So till that, thank you.